Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Boundary. Today, joining us is someone really special. Alice Capsey is with me. So, tell me, how's the vibe there in Australia? How was it like playing your first WBBL?
Oh, it's brilliant. I'm loving my time with the Stars. It's a great group, and I couldn't have asked to go into a better group as kind of my first tournament as an overseas. Everyone's lovely, and we feel really welcome, and has great decorum. So it's brilliant.
That's lovely to hear. But of course, you have someone like Jemima Rodriguez in your setup, Annabelle Sutherland in the setup. So, have you had any conversations with them? How's it having these names around you?
It's brilliant. Obviously we've got a young squad, but we've got a very talented squad, and like you said, having the likes of Jemima Rodriguez, Annabelle Sutherland, Lauren Winfield Hill around me. There's lots of players with brilliant knowledge for me to kind of learn off and have really good cricket conversations with, and I guess learn more about the game and more about kind of different ways to think about the game. Everyone obviously has a different perspective on how to play it, and I think being able to come out to Australia and be able to see how other people go about their business and I guess play cricket, it's brilliant.
Definitely. So let's get to your England debut then. You've already made 13 appearances for England. So it's always a dream, like to don that national jersey. So when you got to know that you will be playing for England, what were the reactions of your family and yourself as well? Can you recollect them?
Yeah, obviously it's a bit of a whirlwind kind of month. It was brilliant to call and to find out I was making my T20 debut kind of select into the squad, and I was going to be playing in the Commonwealth Games, which is pretty awesome. And some of the girls who have played for them for years haven't had that opportunity, so I feel privileged to be a part of that. And then I guess when I kind of found out I was making my debut, I was obviously on the phone to my mum and her, and my family were brilliant. They supported me so much, and they've come to pretty much every single get of my England games. Only one being Durham, that's a bit too far away, but they would come if they could. So I've just had brilliant support, and everyone's so proud of me. And I guess to have kind of that support is really important, because cricket can be a bit of a tricky game to be a part of. It's been a brilliant start, and I'm really excited for hopefully a lot more years.
So let's talk about the 100 then, the inaugural edition of the 100. We saw you, do wonders in that tournament, owing to which you also received your England collar. But tell me, how was it like? You were 16-year-old, you're walking at the Oval, and probably just in the morning you got to know that you're going to open the innings. Tell us the torrent of emotions Alice Capsey went through.
Look, obviously, I was absolutely ecstatic to kind of be a part of it, and naive to think how big the crowds were and how big the tournament was actually going to be. And I guess to kind of be told, oh, you're playing, and then you have the excitement and nerves of that, and then to be told that I was opening the batting. It was pretty special actually, especially as it's my home ground. I've played for Surrey throughout my whole county career, I guess, since being about 9. So to be able to play the first game at the Oval, it was actually really special. And kind of walking out, opening the batting, I think I was quite fortunate that we fielded first, because I was so nervous walking out to bat. There are so many photos of me looking completely zoned out. And yeah, it was just a brilliant occasion. And for someone who's 16 years old, I mean, that still lives as probably one of my most enjoyable games of cricket. That opening game, yeah, it definitely lives in the memory for a long time.
And another highlight from the first edition of the 100 is this picture. I have a picture to show to you. You can see this. You remember this picture, right? So it went viral and it appears like you're a Santa Claus there with lots of gifts. So, what do you have to say about it?
That was the last time I bowled with a ponytail, put it that way. Ever since I've had my hair in a bun. So, yeah, it's obviously good fun and good content, isn't it?
So, of course, we know that you scored your half century at your Lord's debut. And when it comes to these iconic stadiums like that of Lords and MCG, these are the dreams that players watch, that you want to go there and play. So, was there any dream that you've seen or something you visualized just before the game or before playing in the 100?
I mean, like you said, Lords is such an iconic ground, and everyone's dream as a cricketer is to play Lords, and to be able to say that I played at Lords at 16, it's incredible, really, thinking back on it. And look, whenever you go to Lords, I remember sitting in the crowd at Lords at the World Cup final in 2017 where he won. Like, even just sitting in the crowd, it's a really special ground. And I think once I got there and I was able to walk through the long room before when we had training, it did all kind of hit me, and I was like, this is really special, and it's a real privilege to have this opportunity.
Tell me, these tournaments like that of RHF Trophy or the CE Cup and the 100 as well, how instrumental are these tournaments when it comes to shaping up the careers of the youngsters?
I'm a massive believer that the 100's done absolute wonders for England cricket. I think for me, looking at it, there's no way I'd be where I am today without the 100. I wouldn't be playing in a franchise tournament as an overseas player at the age of 18, and I wouldn't have played I may have made my England debut, but the 100 gave such exposure to women's cricket and to younger players. And it all gave younger players the confidence to be able to play at the higher level. I think something that I really took from it was how comfortable I was playing international cricket. Obviously, I had the nerves of making my debut, but I felt right at home. And I think that's just it just speaks volumes for the 100 and how it really does prepare players to play international cricket and under high amounts of pressure. And the crowds were amazing. I think that's the biggest thing for me, is the amount of people who came to watch women's cricket and kept on coming back. And I think we've seen the numbers that everyone wanted to watch women's cricket. Our numbers have gone up in this year as well.
Certainly. So it was lovely chatting with you, Alice. And then I wish you all the best for all that's in store for you. And just keep scoring those runs. We enjoy watching you play.
That's the plan. Thank you very much for having me.